Hey everybody, it is Lisa. Look out, Lisa. Hey, I wanted to come on and chat with you guys. And geocachers, if you truly love geocaching, today's cache crate reveal or unboxing might just make your heart skip a beat. Well, I am Lisa. Look at Lisa from Cache Advance, and this is what we call Live with Lookout Lisa. So tell me in the chat where you are caching from today. You know, it's a location-based game, and I always love to know where folks are watching me from and catching this. And if you're getting this on replay, go ahead and type in a replay as well, because I do like to go back and check things out. All right, today, like I said, we're going to talk about the February cache crate. And stick around to the very end. I'm going to let you know what my favorite item is in the box, and it just might surprise you. If you are watching and you are a Cache Crate member of any of our subscriptions, I would love to know that as well. So go ahead and pop that into the chat too. So let me see here. Again, like I started to say, that this month is all about our love for geocaching. And I guess I should back up a little bit in case you aren't familiar with Cache Crate. It is a monthly subscription box just for geocachers, and the Cache Crate is our flagship subscription. And so let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to open this up and let you know what each item is. Okay, so these are really well put together boxes. As many of you know, Chris Mackey actually designed them for us. He is one of the premier geocoin designers, and he's done many coins for us as well. And hang on just a second, be right back. Shush. Oops. And I lost my pillow when I got up. There we are. Okay, I'm back together. All right, so inside the Cache Crate boxes, the crates, there's going to be your insert right on top. And in here, we outline everything that is within the crate, maybe how it could be used even, and the theme. Sometimes we go into a little bit more history or the background of some of the items, where they come from. Mostly, we curate from other geocaching companies, and we also make a lot of our own items as well. So I hope you can't hear that scratching noise in the back. I have a lonely cat that's trying to join us online, and rather not while I'm done with this. Maybe I'll bring him on a little bit later. So again, you're going to have your insert on here, and also look for QR codes or additional links. Sometimes we do, there's just too much information to put on one sheet of paper, and then it'll link you to another page where you can get all the deets. So let's go ahead and start with the items here. Again, it was a lot of red that was in this particular Cache Crate, and it is for February, which is, the month of love and loving of geocaching, right? So one of the first items is really one of the larger items inside here, and that is a water bottle that we had specially made for all of our Cache Crate members. This is a really nice bottle. It also has our Cache Crate logo on one side, and then I love geocaching on the other. And I like that it's bright red. How many times do we set down our water bottle and walk away from it? So having a nice bright red, which is also one of our signature colors. And it's got a wide mouth, which is great. So you can put ice cubes inside as well. Let's see. And then inside each one of them, it's going to be information about how to enhance your enjoyment of your new bottle. And how it's made with recycled material, 100% recycled PET. And then care instructions as well. So you are all set up and good to go with the water bottle. And I tested these out as well before we used them. I really like them. They stay sealed up, and it's just a pop top lid to pull that up. You can, use your teeth or your hand and pull it up. So super easy and quick, and it's a really nice size. So that is the first item, is the water bottle. And then carrying on that theme, we included a buff. So we've got a red buff inside all of these. And these are really nice. They're really quite long, as you can see. They go quite a ways. And it is, oh, look, kind of a similar design, right? The I Heart Geocaching, which also goes with the I Heart Geocaching. Are you sensing a theme here that we all love geocaching? So these are fun. They're a tubular, like a regular buff, and you can wear them all sorts of different ways. I recommend, go ahead and Google it and see all the different ways to wear them. One of my favorite is just around the neck, because with shorter hair, I get colder around my neck. And so it's just right there. Now, this isn't, like safety grade for, if you're trying to avoid, the flu or what have you. This isn't going to be good enough for sure. But it definitely is just like for a regular buff. You can wear it all sorts of different ways. You can do it as a headband. You can wrap it around your arm, use it as a washcloth. All sorts of different ways to do it. So you can put your hair up, keep your hair out. That's what I usually do. When I was growing my hair out, I use mine to keep my hair from falling in my face if it's a windy day or if I'm geocaching. So these are super versatile. And so I'm going to go ahead and keep mine on. I like them. And then let me look here at my list here. So we've got a fun little button and sticker mix. I Heart Geocaching, and then it's the same design on the button as well. So these are fun. These are stickers. They're a little bit challenging to get the back off, but that's because they're super well made. These are, high grade vinyl for the stickers. And then the fun little buttons. Now, pro tip on the buttons, this spins around. Oh no, this one doesn't, I guess. Yeah, it does not. So, and they're really good size. So it's something that you can, pin onto your backpack. Use a swag. They make great swag as well, or even giveaways. So fun little pack there. And let's see. Make sure I'm not skipping anything. I've got some notes. Want to be sure that I've got everything together for you. Yeah, so then the other item we have, this is all new. This is a heart geocache. It's 3D printed. We've got a good friend of ours back east that makes a lot of our 3D printed items. And we included it in a bag. This is the high quality 4mm bag that you could use in a larger cache if you wanted to for other swag or, to hold a logbook. But these open up like a locket. And they also have a little loop on the top so you could hang it if you wanted to. Or give something special to someone. They are rather small, so they're going to fit into some cool spots. And then they pop open. So I can get this open. Yeah, so then they just pop right open and they're on a nice hinge. So and they open all the way to flat. And we always, with our caches, include Right in the Rain log papers inside. So I think everyone got 2, and some people might have gotten a few more. And you can just fold these right up, the log papers, and put them right inside. Since it's Right in the Rain paper, that doesn't need to have a baggie on it. So it's good to go, just like this. And voila, you have a really cool little cache. You could use it as swag if you wanted to, but I would hide something like this. Of course, it is bright red, but it's all about the love of geocaching. So again, you've got the geocache 3D printed. As far as I know, these are unique to us. And a couple of Right in the Rain log papers, and then you can reuse the baggie that we put them all in as, however you'd like to use it, because these are the high quality grade, not just your jewelry bags, but the high quality grade ones. And then let's make sure I got the right one. So introducing, I teased this last month that we are introducing a six coin geocoin series that will be sprinkled throughout the year for our Cache Crate members. And all Cache Crate members received the silver version of the first one. And I'm going to go ahead and show this to you guys. This is it here. Maybe I should take it out of the plastic. They're in here nice and tight. This is really strong plastic here. So this is the next 25 years. Where will caching take you next? So yeah, so this is the very first one. And then the flip side, this one actually is a trackable one. All have the same backside. So it's a common backside. And it is the Milestone and Legacy GeoCoin Cube. Of course, trackable at geocaching.com. And then there's the code here for each one of these. So all 6 of them will have a code. So if you are a member all year, you're going to have 6 trackable coins. Each one will have a different design on the front. But this is the very first one that we released. And as you might have noticed, it's an interesting shape. So this is not just your regular round coin, obviously. They all will build as you get all 6 of them into a whole 3-dimensional item. So yeah, I guess we could just call it a cube. So you gotta get all 6 and then you will get this. So yeah, this is the silver version. It's a shiny silver. There's some texture to it. I think you guys can see that. It's kind of a translucent gray color. I wanted it to represent the entire world. And the satellite, we can't have geocaching without satellites, right? And Tom, hey, good to see you, Tom. You say going to use it as a log holder and an ammo can cache. Yeah, the plastic bag, perfect. Yeah, these are great bags. I love this one. These are 4x6, so it's a good size for sure. So yeah, good. Yeah, we always try to think about, after you've opened up the crate, how are additional uses? Kind of like, was it Alton Brown? For every item in his kitchen doesn't have just one use. So every item in our Cache Crate can have multiple uses and keep being reused and recycled potentially. Unless it's a snack, then we recommend eating it when you're hungry. And so the other item, we have what's called the add-on trackable. And so that is an additional $8, and you get an additional different trackable every month. So we don't always include trackables. At least 6 months this year, everyone will be getting a trackable. But those folks that want to get an additional trackable every month use what's called our add-on trackable. And I think we're at about 55% of our members get that. Excuse me. Because I know not everyone wants to be collecting a lot of trackables, but some of us love them. So this is a great way to add that on. There's no additional shipping. So what that is the gold version of the same coin. So it is the gold, shiny gold version of our legacy coin. This is the first legacy coin that goes out. Again, there'll all be different things that are milestones that we here at Cache Advance, Cache Crate, and geocaching community at large have hit these milestones and celebrations over the last 25 years of geocaching. And now we're just starting in on the next 25 years. So, and again, it's the same back that they will all have kind of a real fun. I hope you guys can see that. I don't know how well that's coming through. It looks like kind of like the Milky Way, close just after sunset. If you are out in a dark sky area, it'll look a lot like that. So those are the 2 there. You've got the silver one that all the Cache Crate members get, and then the gold version, which is the for the add-on trackable. And also our Cache Track Club receives the same version as the add-on trackable. So if you just want the trackable, you don't want all the gear, we do have a Cache Track Club just for that. But, I think it's more fun to get a big box of some really fun stuff. So let me see, am I forgetting anything? Oh yeah, and inside each one, We also include a little sticker dot that goes on your bingo card. Now we're going to keep using the same bingo card right now. We haven't had any winners in some time. So I'm going to just keep the current one active to give people a full chance to fill in their full bingo card. And I probably should post a link to that. I'll get that posted up again too, so folks can download their the printable version. And then there's some activities and some things to do, but then each month you also get one of these. And then when you get your bingos, let us know, and you get a free month of the Cache Crate. So ton of fun there with that. All right, let me see. So which item was your favorite? I'd love to know which item might have been your favorite that was in the Cache Crate. Oh, and there is one more thing. I'm wearing it. The t-shirt. The t-shirt club gets a t-shirt, and you can also get the full crate and the t-shirt, and that's called our combo crate. And that you get everything together, and it's a really good deal because we're only sending you one package, so you're only paying for shipping once, and you get some really cool mystery t-shirts. This one is terracotta color. We just had done a red one recently, and I wanted to offset it a little bit and do something that was still warm color wise, but not, the bright red like we just did. And I think these actually go together fairly well. For some reason, it's coming through on my screen looking a little lighter than it is. It's a nice terracotta color. These are Bella Canvas t-shirts. I'm wearing a medium one here. I like them a little bit loose. I'm a schmedium. I go between small and medium, and I went with a little bit larger one because I also like to wear long sleeve shirts underneath my t-shirts here when it's kind of cold up here in the Northwest, although it's 48 degrees right now. We're having a bit of a warm spell here. So, and then again, it has the same I Heart Geocaching design on the front of it. It's the same that went on the buff and on the water bottle. Those were all that had that particular design on them. Yes, the I Heart Geocaching. So yeah, if you're watching this live or on replay, go ahead and put in the comments, what was your favorite item? So we had the water bottle, and we had the sticker and button combo for the I Heart Geocaching, a slightly different design, which was a fun one as well. And I love these too. This is the 3D printed geocache. And again, it does come with the Write in the Rain papers. And then, the coins. So everyone received the silver version of the first legacy coin, and then those folks that get the add-on trackable get the gold version. And what else? Had some notes here. I want to be sure I didn't forget anything. So yeah, I did talk about the 6 coin series. So throughout all of 2026, we'll be adding more to this, and yeah, they fit together as you will see as they come. And for those folks that get the 2 of them, there are different tracking numbers. You're not receiving one coin with the duplicate tracking numbers. They're all unique tracking codes. That was, working with Groundspeak, we got some great codes for all of those. I believe I'll start with LC for, yes, LC was our prefix code for these, which stands for Legacy Cube, which is what you'll be building throughout the entire year. And half of our members will be building 2 of them, 2 Legacy Cubes, the gold one and the silver one. And they should all interlock. You should be able to even mix and match if you wanted to, which is fun. You can put some out inside, flip which way you want the design to show. Yeah. So that's the basic look at this month's, well, actually last month's, February's Cache Crate. Again, I'd love to know which was your favorite item. Go ahead and drop it in the comments here. I'd love to see what you thought of that. And I mentioned earlier that I was going to tell you which one was my favorite item. And honestly, It's the water bottle. I love the water bottle. I love that it's small, it's compact, but yeah, it still holds a lot, and I can put ice inside of it. It will fit in your standard, in your car, in the holder there, or your standard backpack pocket for your water bottle. And keeping hydrated is so important. I've tested, like I said, I tested these out. We went on some trips, and they worked just great. They didn't leak. Just tighten them all up and you're good to go. So yeah, it's kind of a surprise. I love the 3D printed cache as well, but the water bottle, oddly, it's my favorite one. So it's good to stay hydrated. And Carol, yeah, you say you like the cute little heart cache. Yeah, that's definitely my strong second favorite, is this cute little cache. I'm gonna take it out of the plastic. I'm with you on that as well. These are really adorable. It's a really nice size and quite thin. It has just this little pocket here where you can pop it open. It just pops right open, and has a little space inside, basically for a log paper. So I would definitely call this a micro and BYOP for that, unless you can hide it in such a way that you could attach something, like a pen to this. But that would be, well, it depends on how you hide it. It's fun to find out how creative people get with these. Yeah, so thanks, Carol. I agree. I like it too. So before we wrap up, I would love to know how many caches that you have found so far this year. Go ahead and drop that number into the comments. I have no idea at this point how many I have found. We just got back from a really fun trip. Kid Vegas 19 and I, we went to Phoenix area for Mariner Spring Training. And I hosted an event. We had great turnout. We think there were about 40 plus people that came to my event. It was really cool to meet so many of the local cachers there in the community. And I was able to share some fun swag, a lot of it trackable, for everybody that came to the event. And we didn't get as much geocaching in as we wanted, but it was 90 degrees. It was hot. We're just not used to that kind of heat. And we were busy doing lots of things, doing some sightseeing, going to some museums, and of course, baseball games. And I went with my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law, and they're kind of muggles, but they're interested in caching. So they came with us when we found a couple of the caches. But whew, it was warm. Yeah, it was nice to get all warmed up for sure, staying down there. But didn't get quite as many as I had hoped. But they did have a really cool geo art right outside of the Peoria baseball stadium. And it was done in such a way that between innings, or if you're waiting for the game to start, you could actually work on it while you were sitting up in the bleachers. So that added quite a bit to my count. I am dealing with a stuffy nose today, and keep drinking my water. I should have put my water in another one of these for you guys, but I didn't want to spoil it before we got started here. So if you'd like to get geocaching gear like this delivered to your door each month, I'd like to invite you to join the Cache Crates. So you can do that over at cachecrate.com. Let me go ahead and pop that in. So it's just cachecrate.com. Go right there, and our front page there outlines all of the different subscriptions that we have. And like I said, I talked about our main one is the Cache Crate that we ship out every month. 14th, midnight on the 14th is the deadline to get in on this one. On the next one coming out here for March. Got some fun stuff coming in. It's already been shipped to us. Coming in for that one. And you can learn about all the other subscriptions that we have too, such as if you want just the t-shirt, you can get just the t-shirt as well. It's all right there on cachecrate.com. And if you scroll down a little ways, you can actually compare all the different plans, which will give you a great idea of what all of your options are. But the vast majority of our members do get the Cache Crate box with the add-on trackable. So that would be definitely our most popular flagship box or subscription that we have. And then let me see, was there anything else? Oh, and if you enjoyed hanging out with me today, be sure to follow, like, subscribe, and so you don't miss out on the next live with Lookout Lisa. We generally come on every Thursday at 3 o'clock Pacific time, which would be 6 o'clock Eastern time. Although we didn't do one last week because I was on vacation. Actually, I was like in the middle of a baseball game. During my usual time. And they kind of frown upon you bringing in your laptop and doing lives when you are sitting at a baseball game. And let me see here. Hang on, I'm having a little technical difficulty. So again, like I said, we do these every Thursday where we talk geocaching, gear, puzzles, and adventures. And Mappy Hour is we also do those every other Friday. It was last week where we had a guest host. Scott hosted for us last week. So we're off this week for Mappy Hour, but we'll be back again next Friday for that. And the day before Thursday for my next Lookout Lisa or live with Lookout Lisa. And until next time, happy caching, everybody. And I want you all to remember, you never know what you're going to find out geocaching. And of course, you never really know what you're going to find in your next cache crate. What fun surprises are going to be coming right to your door every month in the cache crates. All right, y'all, take care. Happy caching, and we will see you on the next one. All right, take care. Bye-bye, everyone.